Welcome to Herself, a space for women to have deep conversations about the intersection between spiritual entrepreneurship and fulfilling your potential, so you can become the woman you truly are in every area of your life. After being in business for over 2 decades, I've learned, as you likely have too, that as you grow your business grows you in unexpected, often challenging, yet miraculous ways. Here, we'll talk about how to get out of your own way so you can grow a business that's abundant and sustainable while allowing you to be a force for good in the world. I'll give you simple, actionable strategies as well as wisdom and inspiration to help you root into your wholeness, lead from your values, and work in ways that feel deeply aligned so you can bring your true self into the world through your business and in every area of your life. We're a little bit over 2 weeks away from the election here in the United States, and I have to say the tension is high, the anxiety is high, and I invite us all just to take some deep breaths together and remember during this time to keep returning to the basics: sleep, water, good food, movement. One of the big questions I'm sitting with that I know I'm not alone in asking is whether or not we are going to elect the first female president here in the US. And not just that, but the first female president of color. This would be massive, not only for the United States, but also for the world, and particularly for women and girls. This would be the biggest shattering of the glass ceiling that we have ever seen. And just like the 4-minute mile effect, so if you're not familiar with this, in 1954, at age 25, Roger Bannister ran the world's first 4-minute mile, and he came in at 3 minutes and 59.4 seconds. And the mile record has since been lowered by 16.2 seconds. And as of June 2022, the 4-minute barrier has been broken by 1,755 athletes. So we can see that by running that first 4-minute mile, Roger Bannister put a new imprint into the collective field, showing that this is actually possible. And doing that helps other people to see, oh, if he can do it, maybe I can. The same would be true if we and when we elect our first female president here in the United States. It will put an impression into the collective field so that if a woman can rise to arguably what is the highest office in the world, certainly others can too. And something that I love about Kamala Harris is that she feels a bit like a Trojan horse. And it seems unlikely that she would have been able to rise to this level, at least this quickly, without our current president, Joe Biden, dropping out of the race so suddenly. And so here she is, a woman of mixed race whose name literally means lotus flower, which in Asia is representative of awakening. So Kamala represents a modern female leader who has this intermingling of human and divine. And she was born just months before Gen X officially started, which I say is close enough. So she would be our first Gen X president as well. She exudes femininity, joy, competency, strength, all of which are qualities of a divine feminine leader. So an invitation for each of us as the glass ceiling is on the cusp of being shattered, if not on election day here in a couple of weeks, then soon, because there's no arguing that the old world order is falling and the new world order is rising, and that we women play a huge part in that. So what do each of us need to do to take our seats, our rightful seats as divine feminine leaders? Because if we're honest with ourselves, we've been preparing. We've been preparing for this moment. And if you're a healer, a helper, a heart-centered woman who works for herself and wants beautiful things for herself, for her family, her community, our world, then you too are part of this movement. Then you too play an important role. Each of us does. And again, you've already been preparing. Maybe you didn't realize that you were preparing for this, but this is a big piece. You've already worked through a lot of layers on your journey. You've done your own personal healing, maybe ancestral healing, cultural healing. You've been cultivating your professional credentials. And still, there are some layers that may need to be tended to in order to really rise. So I'd be willing to bet that there may be some key places inside of you where you still don't feel ready. You still don't feel fully ready to shine and be seen at a bigger level, because it has been a long time, centuries, since we as women have been able to safely do this. So understandably, we're going to need to do some deeper healing to prepare us. And it's time. It's time. So how can you get ready? Well, here's one powerful way. This past week, doors opened to my newly revamped internal family systems and women's spiritual leadership immersion, Sorceress School. It is specifically designed for female CEOs and founders, visionary women entrepreneurs, coaches, healers who are ready to align their businesses and their lives with their true essence, to embody their divine feminine leadership and thrive without the burnout, without the perfectionism, without the self-doubt of this old paradigm that we're evolving out of. So if you've been feeling stuck, overwhelmed, frustrated with your progress, this may be for you. So I'm going to share exactly how Sorceress School can help you get out of your own way, reconnect with your inner power, and lead from a place of wholeness and authenticity during this important inflection point in our world where we women need to take our rightful seats at the table. Let's start by reflecting on where you are in your journey right now. This is the time of year when we do that kind of reflection more intentionally. So really reflect on the dreams that you have been working toward over this past year, or maybe even longer. You can ask, am I gaining momentum toward them? Are there areas where I feel like I've hit a wall, where maybe I keep trying for something and it's not happening, even though I'm really trying and I have done a lot? And surely you've done therapy. Maybe you're a therapist yourself, yoga. Maybe you're a yoga teacher yourself, meditation, retreats. Maybe you're a retreat leader yourself, business coaching. Maybe you're a business coach yourself. I know that there are so many brilliant, accomplished women listening to this right now. And so likely you are a healing professional or coach yourself, and yet something still feels stuck. You feel like you should be further along, like you should have it figured out by now. First, I'm going to say there's nothing wrong with you, and you are absolutely not in the wrong place. You have landed in the right place. You have moved through all the right layers. And I know what that feels like. I've been there too. That is why I created Sorceress School, to help connect us to our source. When we are connected to our source, we are unstoppable. And it's all of this cultural wounding of the patriarchy for many centuries that has rippled into our ancestral lines, into our personal lives, into our careers, that has created layer upon layer upon layer, disconnecting us from our source. So Sorceress School offers a clear, supportive path for women who are ready to step into their fullest power and potential, even when everything they've tried up until this point hasn't fully worked, because all of that is preparing you for this very moment, for this very initiation. Now, Sorceress School is unlike anything else out there. It is a unique blend of internal family systems and women's spiritual leadership designed to help you move beyond those blocks that are keeping you from fully thriving in your business and in your life, and that have been keeping women from fully thriving in business and in life for eons. So here's the thing. Yes, we carry these unresolved wounds and deeply ingrained beliefs of unworthiness, often without even realizing it. And these inner barriers can show up as fear of being seen, procrastination through perfectionism or just avoidance, self-doubt, insecurity. And this can keep us stuck in various cycles of burnout and self-sabotage. And until these blocks are healed, there is no amount of hustle, strategy, or willpower that will get you to where you want to go. We have to dig deeper. We have to call on this inner power that is already within you, this inner power that creates miracles. So through the powerful lens of internal family systems, we'll dive deep into the parts of you that are holding you back. Those parts that tend to push and force, strive out for outcomes over work, parts that procrastinate, parts that tell you you're not good enough, that you can't charge, it's not okay for you to charge more. We'll heal those parts so you can lead from a place of clarity, courage, and deep connection to your intuition. So what exactly is Sorceress School? Like how is this organized? Well, it's a 6-week immersion where I will guide you step by step through 6 powerful initiations. So the first initiation is aligning with your soul. We start by creating a strong foundation, both inner and outer, and you'll learn how to clear space in your life for true transformation by releasing what is not in alignment with your truth and setting powerful soul-aligned intentions for your life and business. In the second initiation, you'll embody your divine feminine. So true feminine power is both grounded and intuitive. So here we'll dive into practices that awaken your energy centers, clear your energy field, strengthen your intuition, nurture your life force, so that you'll learn how to lead from a place of inner wisdom and grace. This is the opposite of operating in cycles of pushing and then collapsing, which is kind of hyper masculine and then hyper feminine. The third initiation is all about becoming an alchemist. Here we'll go deep into internal family systems, the psycho-spiritual model to help you transform your inner landscape. You'll learn how to work with the different parts of your psyche that influence your thoughts, your behaviors, your emotions, even things that are going on in your body. In the fourth initiation, we'll transform inner enemies into allies. So you'll unlock the hidden wisdom inside the parts of you that seem to block your progress and that maybe up until now you have avoided, you have tried to fix, you have tried to get rid of, you've gone to war with. Instead, we will transform these perceived obstacles into powerful allies that support your growth. In the fifth initiation, we'll heal unresolved wounds. So we all carry these wounds that impact our present day experiences. And oftentimes we can think about, well, like, how did that childhood trauma or how did that loss of a loved one, how is that impacting my ability to make money right now? It is. So we'll trace our current struggles back to their origins, bringing deep healing to the places inside of you that need it the most. And in our sixth and final initiation, it's all about cultivating self-leadership. This is where you lead your life and your business from your true self. So this equips you with the tools that you need to maintain inner harmony, to trust your intuition, and navigate whatever challenges that arise with grace. So in addition to these 6 initiations, we will also have 6 live IFS Women's Healing Circles with me. So each week, we'll gather for these live healing circles, and I will guide you through an experiential IFS practice so you can really try this out inside of your own system in a safe space with other women who are on the journey with you. You'll also have a chance to get direct mentorship from me there to get your questions answered. So these circles are truly a sacred space for healing, for insight, and for connection. We'll also have journaling worksheets to help you integrate the lessons from each initiation. We'll have guided meditations. There's even a yin yoga class with an IFS inquiry, some interviews with guest experts, And all of these are to help you to really embody these teachings in a deep and meaningful way. We also have a private podcast. So if you don't want to watch the videos on your computer, you can listen to them on the go, on your phone, on your favorite podcast app. We have a women's community and a Facebook group to stay connected with other women as we go, and you have lifetime access to the program so that if you feel like you want to go back to it, which you will want to again and again, you can, and you'll also receive any future upgrades that I make to the program. So in addition to all this, we also have some incredible bonuses valued at close to $4,000. So the first bonus, this is the one that I'm most excited about. You get a free ticket to my year-end 2-day transformational retreat called Design Your Dream Business. And not only do you get a free ticket, but you can also bring a friend for free. So each of these tickets is normally $997, but you and your friend can come for free. And I offered this last year, and it was a favorite amongst women. It really gave them clarity and confidence to map out not only an annual vision, but also break it down into quarters and months. And I guide you through a powerful 5-part framework to do this so that you design a sustainable, profitable, and sacred business in 2025 that aligns with your deepest values. So we apply internal family systems, women's spirituality, so that all of you can be on board with this crystal clear roadmap for your success in the year ahead. And this is happening virtually December 6th and 7th, and a recording is also available for 30 days after that. We also have an IFS Kickstarter guide and video series where I share just a number of videos to help you really get oriented with the IFS model, a sensual dance retreat with one of my friends, Allie Cole, who's a licensed S Factor teacher, to really support you in connecting with your feminine energy through the power of sensual dance. And for anyone who wants to then take this inner game of business to then master the outer game of business after Sorceress School, you can also apply 100% of your tuition towards my year-long mastermind, Sorceress CEO. So the bottom line is the world needs more women who are rising up unapologetically, that's a hard word to get out there, to lead with their hearts, to lead with their deep wisdom. The world needs your gifts, and you deserve to live a life that is fully aligned with your soul's deepest desires. As we reach the end of 2024, if you have been feeling stuck, if you have felt like this is a hard year, and I feel like it has been for many people, if you feel overwhelmed, unsure of your next steps, now is the time to clear, to transform these obstacles and rise as the divine feminine leader you know you truly are, connected to your deep source within you. Sorceress School offers the tools, the guidance, the community to help you get out of your own way, align with your inner wisdom, and thrive in every area of your life and your work. Now, if this resonates with you, I invite you to join me inside Sorceress School. Enrollment is open now, but not for much longer. Doors close this Thursday, October 24th, and we begin on Monday, October 28th. You can join us and learn more at sorceressschool.net. That's sorceressschool.net. sorceresschool.net. sorceressschool.net. There's also a link to that in the show notes. In closing, I want to leave you with this. You are already whole. Everything that you need to thrive, to lead, to fulfill your soul's potential is already inside of you. Sorceress School is here to help you to remember that, to clear away what's been standing in the way of you fully embodying that, and to help you live and claim that unapologetically. We women need sacred community. We need ancient wisdom and cutting-edge healing modalities. We need trustworthy mentorship. We need each other. And Again, the world needs you and your gifts now more than ever. Sorceress School synthesizes all of these things. It is here to guide you back to your source, your true self, and deeper into all that you came here to be and do. And if you have questions about the program, you will find an extensive FAQ on the program page, sorceressschool.net, as well as ways that you can email me your questions or even schedule a free 15-minute consultation with me if it would be supportive just to have a quick one-on-one conversation. So again, if you feel called to this journey, doors close soon. You can visit sorceressschool.net to claim your spot. And I am here to support you every step of the way. Until next time, I'm sending you all of my love. Thank you for joining me today. And remember, change doesn't come from listening alone. I invite you to commit to taking one small or large, courageous action after today's conversation. One step you can take, if you haven't already, is to sign up for my Sunday journal. It's a weekly newsletter filled with inspiration and reflections about the intersection between spiritual entrepreneurship and fulfilling your potential to help you become the woman you truly are in every area of your life. You can subscribe at programs-sarahavaughnstover.com/journal. And if you found this podcast valuable, please share it with the women in your world. Also, I'd be very grateful if you'd leave a review. It helps others find resources like this, and I'd love to hear what's coming alive for you after listening today. Above all, keep going, and never forget the unique offerings you and your true self bring to the world. Until next time, I'm sending you my heartfelt support.